Hi everyone, I'm Shauna Charosa, RAYAC's Executive Officer, and this is my desk. So in this monthly video series, I continue to answer frequently asked questions that I get across my desk every single day. So this month, I wanted to talk a little bit about our mediation program here at RAYAC. So we always hope that every transaction is successful and we never have to have these times where we need to have a dispute over a monetary claim or a dispute over what was or was not disclosed in the seller's property disclosure statement. But we all know that these things tend to happen, and what do you do when that comes up? So according to the PAR agreement of sale, buyers and sellers are obligated, and they're agreeing that they are going to mediate the dispute before going to any type of litigation. So that is in the agreement of sale. They're bound by that mediation promise, and we at RAYAC offer the program to address the mediation concerns. So things that come up in this nature tend to have to deal with seller's property disclosure statements and escrow accounts. Those are the two most commonly things that happen. So what we hear frequently, water in the basement. So on the seller's property disclosure statement indicates there's never any water in the basement. Then there's the first really big storm that the buyers have when they're owning the home, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of water in the basement and the buyers feel like they weren't revealed the whole entire truth to the history of the property. So what do you do? So you can file a mediation claim by calling RAYAC, as the buyers can do that, and the sellers can file a mediation claim as well. The cost for filing the claim is $175 that both parties have to pay. So $175 for the initiating party and $175 for the defending party. And there are documents and materials that both parties will need to provide to make their case. Once we have received the initiating party's complaint and the response from the defending party, we assign it to a mediator. And the mediators are actually trained attorneys here in York and Adams counties who have gone through specialized training to mediate disputes. So they're not going to rule, they're not a judge, they're not going to say, okay, you owe him $1,000 and this is when you're going to have to pay it by. That's not what the mediator does. What the mediator does is they try to come up with a compromise and a solution to address the concerns that both parties agree to. So the mediator isn't going to say you're right and you're wrong. The mediator is going to be there to facilitate the discussion and hopefully come up with a resolution that both parties will agree to. Why would you want to do the mediation program? Well, number one, it is required in the PA agreement of sale. Number two is it's less costly than having to go through litigation. So $175 per party. They don't have to be represented by legal counsel, but they can if they choose to be represented by legal counsel during the mediation. And three is it tends to be very successful. So in over 50% of the cases, they're resolved at mediation. And then you don't have to go through the court system and you have that friendly resolution. But even while going through the mediation program, if mediation is unsuccessful, you always reserve the right to go to litigation afterwards if the mediation was unsuccessful. So that's my helpful topic of the day. If you ever have any questions about how the program works, please feel free to contact me, and I wish you a successful day.